Head on over to G2A and enter Kami's Crystal Cave to get some sweet deals on crystals and more. Remember to click on the lowest price and use the promo code KamiVS to get the best deal. G2A. What's going on, everyone? Kami here, and we're back with another Coach Kami. This one's gonna be of a player named Randanplan, which, like, the more I say it, the more I love it. Randanplan, all right. Randan is actually a patron of mine, and if anybody else is interested on getting a Coach Kami, head on over to my Patreon page. There you can see the appropriate tier you need to be, or be a sub to me on Twitch. But enough of that madness, let's head on into the gameplay and actually head to the loadout. Now, the loadout, there's no way to really see it because he doesn't really pop it up at the beginning because it starts later on, but he did send me a picture of the loadout. Let me bring it up. Aha, here it is. So you can see they've got a teleport at a 4, flicker at a 4, killing frost at a 3, biting cold at a 1, and swift twitch at a 3. I personally love this loadout. I think the flicker maybe could be up another, but it would have to lower killing frost, and you're losing, I don't know, 20% of your cooldown of your sword. Honestly, I think that's fine. Either having a killing frost at a 3 and flicker at a 4, or killing frost at a 2 and flicker at a 5. It's not really that big of a deal. Or you can bring down swift witch to a 2, but from what I've seen, that third level just seems to help out that much more. Like, it just becomes actually dodgeable if you just flick your mouse around wildly when you have a swift witch 3, and just makes sword just a little bit more survivable compared to 2 and 1. So now we know the loadout. We don't know what item he picked up, but I'm going to assume it is Cauterize. He's got a Furia on their team, Ruckus, Fernando, Leon, and himself being the Evie. Sorry, I keep saying he. I'm going to assume it's a he. It's a bad habit of mine. I'm assuming gender. I apologize. And on the enemy team, it's a Saris, Zen, Willow, Khan, and a Nara. I think your number one targets is probably going to be the Saris, especially if you have an ult up or you know that her movement ability is down. Zen can be really rough close range because it's hard for him to miss. And Willow's also a pretty good target now that Nightshade has been nerfed. You should be able to win the fight as long as you blink in and hit the Willow before you land. It's only going to take 3 shots, and she probably can't burst you fast enough. And of course, you have the ability to just hit the Q button again. You have it bound to Q, whatever you have it bound to. Oh, a numpad. Whoa, interesting. Anyway, you have the ability to blink out. So you're going in for the first fight, blinking up on the top, looking to shoot. This is a nice little combo that people can do, is when you blink, shoot, then soar, then shoot, then blink back. Good combo. Ooh, that Fernando not able to get those heals. Now it's time to run away. Ooh, barely missed that. And a thing that I've noticed a lot of people is when you're Evie and you're at like half health and you want to just like hide, a really good thing you can do is instead of just sitting there, blink forward and shoot at the target. Just generally try to shoot at the target and then blink back to your original location. It'll force the enemy to look backwards, be like, oh, is that Evie back there? Oh no, she wormholed. It just slows them down a little bit, as if you were, compared to if you were just to sit there and let the opponents push on you, it's rough. Really good spot by the Evie to sitting up there on the top of the edge. That's a really good spot. One thing I've noticed right away, and it's an issue that I have too, let me rewind it really quick, is notice how I think they might have walked off the ledge, but when you blink back like this, I think they are already off the ledge. But when you blink back, if you are holding a direction, you will have that momentum when you blink back. So be careful about that when you're blinking back. If you're on a ledge and you barely get up, like you get into the very edge because you want to get a position or an angle to blink. And when you blink back, if you hold a direction just for a split second, it'll start knocking you off that way and you'll fall off. And like right here, you fall off, but it's actually fine because you really want to focus on that Saris. Notice how she's using the, I'm saying she now, I don't know, I'll mix it up. Using soar and blink a lot other than ice block is because it has the reset on the soar, and that's really big. A little bit of split DPS right now. I got to figure out who you want to take out. Remember that Willow is a good target. The Willow was low over on the back right, but you couldn't really get back there. And of course that Inara was really low, but she always has the ability to pop up a right click and make it happen. Maybe would have held off on that to wait a few more seconds because of you're pretty much your goal. Ooh, a little bit mess up on that blink. You're not gonna be able to get there in time. But your goal as an Evie towards the very end, if no one can get on the point, is to blink in, blink out, and then blink in, maybe blink out, and then you have to like blink in, then like hold it for a little bit into an ice block. But it just sometimes your blink hitbox where you're actually aiming could just get a little stuck. One thing I have to commend this person on doing is when they're blinking, they're already pre-snapping where they want to go. I would maybe have stuck on that Saris a little bit, but I think this is fine. Good ice block to avoid that. Blink immediately, you might get killed by the Saris. Ooh, good hit on that Willow. Now you're carrying onto the Willow, your blink is up, you want to make sure to use that ASAP. Don't allow yourself to, and that's the thing that is rough. Yeah, they did go Cauterize. So they're going for another Cauda race. The thing is rough is like, you were playing incredibly well as the Evie, and there's just a second where you're just like, okay, I've done a lot of work. Let me take a breather, just shoot at this Zen. You were even aiming in the correct direction. You were aiming at the Zen, you were hitting them, but you weren't doing backflips and MLG flick 180 wormhole tricks into a soar, so you died. And that's the thing about Eevees, you always gotta be doing something. Big flank by the Evie right now, looking to blow up on this Willow. Yes, really good ult there, sneaking in behind her. That's a huge damage down, forcing the Ceres to use the movement ability, and there we go. It's just like, you can't sit there and fight the Willow and try to dodge, you're gonna lose, so you have to use your mobility. And that's what's fun about Evie. Got ice block here. Ooh, not enough time. That would have been kind of rough because when you want to ice block, you normally want to ice block just for a split second to avoid a shot. But let's see, you see a terminus swing. It's like swing, swing. Oh no, here comes another swing. Ice block, swing hits, connects with the ice block, you're immune to damage, un-ice block, then blink away. But the timing wasn't really going to line up to where you could like ice block and then un-ice block and blink away. You still had 2 seconds left on your soar and your blink, so you were kind of forced to just ice block and hold it, and when you hold it and your teammates and the enemies are just staring at you waiting for you to un-ice block, you're pretty much dead, especially if you're not running reprieve. And if you're running reprieve, what are you doing? Wormhole OP. I would immediately look for that Ceres. You know that, ooh, now the Ceres is in the middle right there. Good job staying alive. Zim behind you to the left side. Oh, so close, getting a little lost. I've been there, you know what I mean? The life of the Evie main. Where the hell am I? Incinerate them. Some good shots here, and a good job looking for the back to kind of poke on the back line. This what sucks is like when you're a flank, and especially in Evie, you are really good at dealing with the back line. You're really good at just blinking back there and doing poke damage. But when your team starts to die and like you start poking on the back line, but then they use their mobility, like in Ceres going invisible, and then, you know, the tank's not really taking that much damage and he's feeling cocky enough to just stay on the point. It's like you don't have enough time to dwindle down the back line to be able to make it happen, Captain. So you got to make sure with an Evie, you have to know what you want to do, and you want to do it quick. You want to start it because Evies can't really always blink in and kill someone. They usually have to blink in, shoot, then blink out. It takes a little bit of time for you to whittle down the opponent's HP. Taking a look at the loadout of the Zen, nothing really about the increased duration, so you know that the Zen duration of the Billow is not going to last that long. Not the Billow, but the... Is it Billow? Yeah. Can't remember if it's a talent or a skill. Willow is up on the top. I would have maybe looked to go in a little bit farther. Watch out for the Zen behind you. Might need an ice block right when you come back. Oh, good soar, actually. That soar is probably better. Look to blink again. Oh, keep the ice block. Then blink right away. Oh, no. How did that hit you? Am I dumb? I don't know. I feel like that shouldn't have hit you. Moving on. Leon just got dropped. This is, again, your job. Ruckus should not be going in right now because the Fury's not really up and ready. You would have been okay to blink in, touch the payload, or touch the point, and then blink back in. Looks like you are aware of this. Blink straight up right away. You're taking too much damage. Yeah, this is the situation where you should one more shot. That's what I always say. One more shot. I can survive one more shot. You touched the point. That was your job as the Evie. You don't really need to pull off the damage. Ooh, good Leon ult. Not able to make it happen, though. Can the Ruckus get on the point? The Ruckus did get on the point. I don't know if he's going to be able to stay alive long enough. I would ignore that Zen right away. Your Ruckus is the one needing help right now on point, and you probably would have been better off just trying to get to the point. It probably wouldn't have happened. You know, you got the EU Conga, the Clown Fiesta, whatever you want to call it. But if you were looking to just try to extend it a little bit longer, do you give your Fernando a chance to get back, your Fury a chance to line up for a heal, and plus she almost had her ult. It would have been okay. I would maybe just suggest looking to go right for the point and not get distracted by the Zen. Really good combo there. Again, it's blink, shoot, soar, shoot, blink back. Pretty simple combo in theory, but not that easy to pull off all the time. You got to be ready for the Chevy. Nice kill on the Zen. Soaring up on top to get yourself high ground. That's good. Want to make sure to keep the pressure on the Inari. You're going to be looking for the Willow in the back line now. Willow or the Ceres. Honestly, the Willow's probably your best bet because the Ceres is one thing, but you know your team's gonna have to be damaging other people that the Ceres want to heal. If you're damaging the Willow, that's gonna stop her from wanting to push so far, and just can help out a bunch. Plus, you have Cauda race too. You know, big Willow ult. You can maybe try to go for some big plays. I would actually blink it on that right now and go for a 6-shot. Oh come on, you know you want to hit it. Big daddy shots. Ooh, there's a nice in-air shot. Ice block, nice. Blink back on the Willow. Chase that, keep chasing. Oh no, not able to commit enough. It's actually fine though. The payload actually, I might need some help. Nope, the Ruckus is able to take it out, or at least hold it. I didn't know if there's someone back there at the Ruckus. But notice how much this Evie is doing, how much this Evie has to do to just be constantly a threat, you know? There's no hold down left click at an area. Then you're not playing Evie efficiently enough. I'd focus on that Willow now on the left side. I would blink in, or start even moving there and look for that Willow. Oh, the Willow's back on the left side. But yeah, keep focusing on that Willow, good job. She's low. You've got Cauterize. There's a Zen over on the left side, but he probably has his Billow up. You could blink over there. Look to the left side to try to get a little bit more poke damage on the Willow. Or on the Zen. Jesus. Names, words. There you go. That's going to force the Billow to come out of the Zen right here, or he's going to die. Oh, no way. Oh, my goobers. The Zen is still alive, my dude. Rest in peace there, Fernando. There he goes. Staying up on top, doing poke damage. I do not know if this Inara is crippled. Watch out. Yeah, good ice block. You're going to want to try to dash right away. And by dash, I mean, you know. You know, soar. Look for those unsquishy people. Good kill, good ult. Incredibly good ult, actually. Blink back immediately. Oh, still caught you on the stun. And that might have been because you were peeking forward a little bit. Remember that whole, like, holding a direction while you're blinking back could have boned you there. Good job of getting behind the enemy lines. The kill on the Willow should be good if you're able to snap through. Willow is down. You're going to be focusing on the Saris. You may have wanted to hold on the blink back after the Saris ult went through, since you didn't have Ice Block up or Soar, to make sure that if any damage was being on you, at least you had a button you could spam the crap out of once the Saris ult goes through. Really good Evie gameplay, in my opinion. Of course, apparently a lot of people in the comments say that I'm too easy on people. Whatever. Now we coming back. Started from the bottom, now we here. This is a little bit scary because when you blink back, you're gonna probably be running into the Zen. Zen's right below you. The fact that you didn't see a Zen for a little bit would make you think that they're going for a flank. So blinking in like that can be kind of scary if all that time you're gonna be, ooh, good 180 there, midair. That was really good. But all that time that you're devoting into getting into the front, when you blink back, you're gonna be completely out of cooldowns other than your ice block, which normally is not enough to save you unless you have another skill incorporated into it. So yeah, just be careful about that. 81%. Try not to get distracted by this too much, but it looks like you are realizing you need to touch the point, and beautiful timing. Doesn't look like that the Fernando is taking advantage of that heal whatsoever. Blink back. Ah, no, and your ult was up too. Would have been a really good time to blow the ult on there. I think that was beautiful. You were dealing with the Zen, but I was just like, oh no, they're gonna forget about the point. But no, to be fair, you had to use your sword to get in there, but I still think it was an okay play to get a little bit of poke damage on the Zen, so the Zen couldn't help out on the point for the rest of your team to stay a little bit healthier. Ruckus is pushing in really far. Leon says, my god, kill that stupid Zen. Well, yeah, that's... Are you talking to yourself? Good job of soaring there. Yes, yes. That was the perfect time to use the soar combo. Hey, look, the Zen's dead. You can definitely take your time. I don't think that ult was really needed on the Inara. But at least you hit an ult. I don't hit ults. Stay on that Inara, though. Do not let her live. Now the Khan's running in and just getting free damage on him. And there's like no, like their Inara's down, their Willow's down. I think he just realized it, running back. Now he's dead. I don't know, man. What is this Zen doing? Beautiful. I don't know how he got stunned. Oh, he got hit by he probably got hit by the Fury Beam. That's funny. Look at these Evie snipes. What you know about that? Good angle, though. This is a good spot to be in because Evie can essentially blink over to the left side, blink into the mid, or blink over on the right side to help out. Like you're in a catch-all state, and you're not really exposed where you'd be, like someone would argue, oh, you should be on top of the mid hut, because then you're definitely in the middle and you can blink anywhere. Still not worth it, though, because you're too exposed. Good job pushing on this ult to make sure that the team can't do that much. Just to deter them a little bit, you know. An Inara ult plus a free teammate just sitting there stunned, they're going to feel really free on pushing that. Whereas if you go in there, they're like, oh crap, it's an Evie, be scared a little bit. It helps out a lot. Fury just got ran on by that Khan. Good job staying up here right now. You're peeking around enough to get an angle, but you're also not dying. If you can just get on it a little bit more, I would devote on, or yeah, commit onto this. If that Ruckus looks over there, it'd be good to commit. This would be a good time for like a quick ice block, and then you can blink, but a blink and a sword works just as well. Just doing something at all times is the big thing that you want to stress on with an Evie. Good kill on the Zen. Nah. Man, that'd be crazy if you had a play where you like blinked in midair just to stop the beam. Oh man. You could go for a big play here. If you hit that perfect, go for a soar. Oh, that would have been an amazing hit. It's always fun watching gameplay of Eevees. Big plays. You know you want to hit that Willow in the back. No balls. Oh, shit. How'd she get so healed up? What a cheater. Ice block here is actually pretty good because you're forcing the Willow to put a lot of... Oh, my goobers. Almost nailed that. You're forcing the Willow to put pressure on you, and you're freaking immune, so that's good. Do not die here. I like how you just you're needing to heal, but instead of just sitting there not doing anything, you are blinking out and taking shots at people and blinking back. And if you can do it fast enough, it's almost just free. Like there's no reason to never not be doing that. Great plays right now by the Evie. You see the Khan in the back line looking for a kill on him. Khan gets dropped though by the Ruckus. Like you gotta be able to they don't want to play Osu. They gotta be quick. You gotta realize these things. In the midst of just fragging and blinking and soaring and ice blocking and 180s, you have to be able to see these low people, and you have to figure out not only where they are, but then you have to distance-wise for your blink. Where are you standing? How far can your blink go? You don't want to be standing there holding your button to blink and then lining it up with that little crystal. Be like, I want to blink about this far. It's like, no, you need to know where that blink is going to go right away. But when you're able to pull it off, you get plays like that, what you just saw at the end of that round, and it looks insane. Sadly, I'm terrible, and I'm not sure what items they're picking up, but I think maxing out Cauterize would be really good. Gonna force the Billow on that Zen if you're able to hit one more shot. This is a sketchy play. But you had a plan and you made it happen. So that worked out. As long as you knew you were gonna blow your ult on that healer, then that's fine. Because at the very least, you're doing a 1-for-1 trade, and I think it's worth it. 3-3 right now. You got time to build up another ult. Enemies on the left flank. Ooh, Zen. I would charge it on that. Blink, soar. Don't even need a sword. Beautiful. Look for that Willow in the backline. Booty fail again. There's a Ceres right below you. Keep an eye on her. I'd be focusing on that Ceres right now. Not so much putting... There you go. The Ceres has got moves like Mick Jagger. Are you kidding me? It's like, hold on, let me reload real quick. Don't move. There you go. All that time you were spending on the Ceres worked out. Get one more shot and then blink. Ooh, that actually had one more shot. Like I said, one of my worst my worst qualities about Evie. Always that one more shot. Probably would have died, honestly. Be careful about taking too much damage up there in the front. Beautiful. I would push on that Khan right now. Do not let that Khan get the damage for free. The Khan's already dead. We're good. Be careful. You have 77% on your ult. You have a Oh, no. No. That blink back right when it happened. I was like, oh, no. You want to try to get the damage on as much as possible. Even if you're doing useless damage, your #1 goal right now is to get your ult up. Big plays. Big plays. Hello. Let's go. Here we go. Inara is dead. Khan is about to eat a big old sack of D's. There you go, and you got your ult up. Oh yeah, easy, nice shot. Willow, easy pickings, ulting on the point, avoiding the Willow seedling and soaring back just to be safe. And speaking of soaring and surfing, check out that beautiful Fernando. Good gameplay, man. Good gameplay. All right, so it looks like they're gold 2 going on to gold 1, making it happen, Captain. Let's take a look at the damage. 111,000 damage, although not top damage. 16 kills, and not as much as the Leon, but I think that Evie made an equal amount of impact. But you have to imagine how much effort did that Evie have to do in comparison to that Leon? Probably a lot more. A lot of blinks, a lot of 180s, a lot of, is your arm tired? Mine would be. And while Evie's incredibly fun and can definitely make an impact, it's just the amount of effort you need to put into the Evie. I don't know. Well, you don't see her that much. Plus she has really squishy HP and there's lag issues with her blink and whatever. So as for your loadout, I love your loadout. Nothing I'd really change. Your item choices, I'm not sure what items you went for, but I'm pretty sure you rushed Cauterize 3, and I think that's a good bet when you're going up against a Ceres and an Inara. Like, that's just a recipe for massive amounts of healing, which you can see 222,000 healing. So rushing Cauterize, #1 priority with that. Other than that, since the Yomi of the Zen, I believe, is Blast, you can correct me if I'm wrong, plus Ceres, plus Willow. Maybe Blast Shields would have been your next pickup. Maybe maybe Rejuvenate, probably not Rejuvenate. That's about it. You know, Cauterize, Blast Shield, and then a yellow item of your choice. Chronos seems a little bit too expensive. Morale Boost doesn't seem as worth it. Hard to say, but those first two items, Blast Shield and Cauterize. Cauterize first and Blast Shield. As for your gameplay, you did a fantastic job of doing the combo with the Blink and the Soar. Blink, shoot, Soar, shoot, Blink back. That gets you good damage. Just make sure that you're always doing it in a safe environment, whereas, you know, you're like, okay, start of the round, I don't see anybody, I bet they're on the back line. You blink back there, you still don't see the Zen or any other flank that they may have. So then you soar and then you blink back. The Zen was right there. Like if the Zen was up on the top at the time, you would have been dead because all you had was an ice block and your team wasn't really there to save you. So you gotta be careful about that. But your awareness of low targets in the midst of battle was very, very good. Your ults were pretty damn good, better than mine. And I think it's something I kind of learned is a lot of times I'll try to blink and come in and ult, and that's not always the safest bet. Like blink in, land, wait a second, or just come up on a flank, walk up to them and ult like you did to the Willow on one of the rounds towards the beginning. Works really well. I want to thank Randanplan for sending in this Coach Kami, and I hope someone out there will learn something from this. I'm gonna head out of here and make me a sandwich. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.
Hey, thanks for watching. I'm not gonna be one of those people who asks you to like and subscribe, so I'm not gonna ask.